we need to get on with our businesses because we've taken time out and we've gotten through the times of confusion, and it's time to get after it. And how appropriate is it to have a convention about belief? One of the things that I discovered when Clara said, let's go to Buckingham Palace, was that we had to get on the right path to get to the chosen destination. And as I've learned the story about Genistar, you have a company that will help people get on the right path to choose their destination. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so once I found out what Genistar is all about, and then I saw you, and you showed us your heart, I said, wow, this is very special. The question that I want to ask you, however, is, are you living the story that you wrote? Are you living the kind of story that you wrote, or are you living someone else's story? And what I mean by that is I've heard the stories about what you used to do and what you're doing now, and how you're changing lives. And sometimes we get stuck, and I've heard those stories of that, how we got stuck, and how we found a place, a company called Genistar, that helped us get unstuck. And what we heard today was, we wasn't snooping in on women, but as men had shared some ideas. And what we realized is that there's places that we get stuck, and it's easy to get unstuck when we come together. That's what I saw that was unique about this group of people, that you have strength in your diversity, you have strength when you come together, you have strength when you lift each other up, and I salute you for that. So my real job is introducing what they call my better half. My favorite song in high school was The Lighter Shade of Pale. But then I met Clara. So, just so everybody knows, she was an RVP, and I went to a fast start school. And I heard someone speak, and I said, he was over there, and if she comes around here, I'm going to tell her how good of a job that she did. And I did, and she did, and we are. So I want to introduce my wife. It's an incredible lady, and I want you to know, as a member of the African American Leadership Council, which we are a part of, she is the #1 mentor, meaning that she has mentored people across the country, United States, to from a regional leader position to the RVP position to the $200,000 income level to get on the conference. And I just want you to put your hands together to welcome my wife.
He likes his coffee black. I like my coffee with cream.
Yeah.
He likes pepper on his food. I like salt. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible that we are here for this event. We ladies have had an incredible time.
Yes. Woo!
Now, I want to say to you men, your ladies have had an incredible time. And they're going to leave this weekend and go home and really bless you and the business. So I got one message. Your blessing is on the way. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get ready.
It's on the way.
Get ready.
All right, it's on the way. Hey, I want to say thank you in the absence of my friend, Jeff and Margot. So thankful for the opportunity to be here. Man, I've had such an incredible time. Congratulations on your promotion. What an incredible opportunity. It doesn't get any better than that. That you, many of you who are here, maybe for the first time, but you get to see this incredible leader who's going to be there, he and his incredible partner are going to be there to give their best to a company that's going to grow and dominate the UK.
Yes.
So I want to say to you, belief is the one thing that costs you nothing, but will give you everything.
Yes.
Let me say that again.
Please do.
Belief is the one thing that costs you nothing, but will give you everything.
Come on.
Thank God for a belief
Come on.
conference.
Yeah.
You know, I want to tell my story very quickly, but I want you to know that, like Dennis says, we are so honored to be here, and we're so honored to be in your presence. We pray that something was said or done that will challenge you to go to the next level. That you will own it and go. And so prior to coming into the finance business, I used to be a corporate HR director. So I'm a corporate HR director for a big corporate company. I'm a divorced mom at that time. I got 2 daughters, and they wanted to go to Clark Atlanta University, and I have no money. But I told those girls all their lives that they were going to go to college. But now they're ready to go to college, and there's no money. So they want to know, Mama, what are you going to do? Are you going to honor your word, or are you going to turn your back on us? Well, I am one of those who will honor my word. So I started looking for something that I can do on a part-time basis just to pay for Clark Atlanta University. And an individual that played professionally with the Harlem Globetrotters, Deacon Davis, introduced me to Primerica. And he said, Clara, I know a company that will allow you to work part-time, that will allow you to have flexible hours. I needed flexible hours. I traveled with my corporate job. He says, I know a company that will pay you for what you're worth, not pay you based on a position. I knew I was looking for that one because the one I had wasn't paying me enough. I couldn't pay for college, okay? But he says, I know a company that will give you ownership. And so if you want to take a look at it, I can get you a meeting. I went to that meeting, and I sat in that meeting, and I was hearing things that I had never heard before in my life. When they talked about the rule of 72, that blew my mind. To know that money could double like that, to learn the difference between saving and investing blew my mind. And then I sat there and I heard things about life insurance. Well, in my base shop, we call it legacy plan. It's your legacy. It's about making your name great. It's about making sure that the next generation have an opportunity to do something great. So once I sat there, I took a look at the business, and I ended up coming into the business on a part-time basis. I needed $10,000, and I needed $600 payment plan. I told Clark Atlanta, I'll write you a check for $10,000, but you better not take it to the bank. Now let me there, Lord. Okay? And so I started working part-time in this incredible company. Say hi. Hi. All right. Hi, baby. So I started working part-time, and in the process, I started recognizing the needs among the families. And I said, how do we go to school and we don't learn anything like this? How do we live and not have access to the information? Mm-hmm. How is it that I can go to college and still didn't learn nothing about investing? And then here's the saddest part about it is I went to college, and I paid my own tuition, and they didn't teach me nothing about money. If they would have started off teaching me about money, I would have been an A student. But they didn't teach me that stuff. So I'm watching these families, and I'm seeing these families love their family, want a shot to do better for their family, just don't know how to do it. And I got a revelation from the Lord. And he says, Clara, quit your corporate job and go teach the people about money. I said, who? Who you talking to? You want me to do what, Lord? You want me to quit my job? And he said, you quit that corporate job and go teach folks about money. I went and sat down with my mom. And I said, hey, Mom, now I'm telling you this for a reason, because your mama gonna say the same thing. And I said, Mom, guess what? I'm gonna quit my corporate job. I'm gonna go teach folks about money, about finance, about investing, about life insurance. My mama said, you got the best job out of all the children in the family? You must have lost your ever-loving mind. Your mama don't say the same thing, y'all. And I said, that's my mama. So then I sat down with my sisters and brothers. Now I'm telling you this story for a reason, because your family is going to do the same identical thing, and you better be ready for it. So I sat down with my sisters and my brothers. And I said, hey, y'all, I'm going to quit my corporate job, and I'm going to teach families about finance. And my brothers and sisters laughed at me in my face. And I said, wow, your family's supposed to be there for you. They're supposed to support you. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be your cheerleaders. They're supposed to be, at least you think that they would pray that you make it. At least they have somebody in the family to borrow $2 for a month. And I said, wow. And then I remember getting in my car, getting ready to drive home from seeing my sister there. And I said, Lord, it ain't supposed to be like that. And I remember the Lord spoke directly to me and said, Clara, why are you seeking out advice from folks I didn't give the gift to? Wow. I gave it to you. I told you to go. This opportunity was given to you. You are the one that's supposed to go. You're the chosen one to make the difference in the family, and you're waiting on a confirmation on what you need to do. You don't need no confirmation. You're in, and it's time to go. And so now, after working part-time, got another revelation. Quit the job, move to Chicago. I said, Lord, I don't know nobody in that city. You want me to do what? I said, at some point, I'm going to stop listening to him. Man, he give me all these instructions. And I ain't got nobody. You want me to move to Chicago with nobody? No job, no nothing. So anyway, made a decision to honor that. I reported directly to the president of the corporation.
That's right.
So I walked into the corporation and I asked Wayne, who was my boss, I said, Wayne, I need to talk to you. And the first thing Wayne said to me was, oh hell, it sounds serious. I said, it is. I said, Wayne, I'm gonna have to quit the job. He said, do what? I said, I'm gonna teach families about finance. He said, you don't know nothing about no finance. You who been sitting here in this corporation complaining that you don't have enough money, you don't get no child support, you don't get nothing. Don't tell all my business. and you gonna sit here and tell me that you gonna go teach folks about finance? I said, yes, that's what I'm going to do. He said, well, I'm never standing in anybody's way. He said, if that's what you want to do, you go do it. He said, but when is your last day? I said, tomorrow. He said, are you crazy? We got 50,000 employees all over the country. And you're going to walk out of here? And we don't have nobody to replace you? Why are you doing this? I said, because I don't want to be talked out of it. I've made my decision, and tomorrow is my last day. He says, if you walk out tomorrow, your resume will look like it has 17 years blank in it. I'll never give you a reference. I'll never tell anybody you worked here. I'll never tell anybody how great you were as an HR director. I'll never tell them nothing about it. So if you want to go get another career, I want you to know you will not get a reference from this company if you walk out of here tomorrow. And I said, Wayne, let me tell you something. I want you to look me in my blue eyes when I tell you this. Because I promise you, I don't mean no disrespect to you. I'll never work another damn job another day in my life because I trust if I'm making this move and he sent me, I'm trusting and I'm leaving. And guess what? I'm burning a damn bridge. I'm walking over. I see my future bright. I saw that families needed help. I said, you can't see what I see for my future. You don't feel what I feel about when I sit with them families and know that they're not educated about money and know that they will never have an opportunity to live out their goals and their dreams. And I said, so I'm going. So you know I had to be a stone lunatic to leave my job, pack up, move to Chicago in the wintertime. Now you know that is not anybody in their right mind would do that. We're talking about 22 minus 0, 20 to 40 inches of snow, and I'm moving to Chicago. I had lost my mind. But I found it, y'all. I found my mind. So here I am. I'm going to tell you 2 stories because I want you to come back tomorrow. So here I am in Chicago. Don't know nobody. See, I'm telling you this because some of you are concerned about the small risks that you're taking. See, I've always heard that small risk, small reward. Big risk, big reward. And we be operating on the edge, and we can't take our foot off of first base to run to second base, which is give you a chance to go around the base to come home and be full time because we too scared. Take your foot off the base.
Come on.
Get out of that part-time stuff. Ain't no part-time VPs. Ain't no part-time $500,000 earners.
Come on.
You gotta make a total commitment.
Yes.
Make the commitment.
You hear that, Natalie?
So that you can win at a whole different level. So now I'm gonna move to Chicago.
Sorry, did you hear that?
I'm on the north side, Chicago. Now what's so amazing is I asked the Lord for 2 confirmations after I'd have moved. I mean, it just doesn't even sound right. After I'd have moved, I'm asking the Lord, give me some confirmation that I've done the right thing. So, I said, the first thing, Lord, I want you to do is I want you to show me that it's right for families to know about investments. Show it to me. Give me that confirmation. I'm in the city. I don't know nobody. Give me a confirmation that I did the right thing. So I'm riding my bicycle up behind Northwestern University, up Sheridan, Highland Park, Winnetka, Kenilworth, wealthy neighborhood. Guess what I saw in their neighborhood? Raymond James, E.F. Hutton, Dean Witter, T. Rowe Price, Edward Jones. All the big investment houses were in their neighborhoods. So that meant that they had the opportunity to learn about finances all along their lifetime. I get back to my neighborhood, guess what I got in my neighborhood? Because I never paid any attention until I saw that. In my neighborhood, we had currency exchange. We had payday loans. We had title loans. Now you understand the disparity that goes on? They had access to the information, and we lived in neighborhoods where that information was not even available to us. And we want to know if it's right to teach families about finance. We don't have access.
Come on now.
So now, give me the second confirmation, Lord. I'm walking down Clark Street in Chicago. I walk into a 7-Eleven store owned by Indians. And I said, hey, do you guys have a benefit package for your employees? And they said, yes. I said, well, when the last time you looked at it? They said, you know what? We just thought about that. And I said, well, I'd like an opportunity to take a look at it for you. And they said, do you work on Sunday? I'm new in Chicago. I ain't got no money. Bad English. I ain't got no money. I'm new in Chicago, and they want to know if I work on Sunday. I'm going to work anytime. Anytime somebody's going to listen to me, I'm going to work. They said, well, here's our address, and we're going to invite you over so that you can actually talk to the family. So now, I'm driving up to this big, beautiful neighborhood, wealthy neighborhood. And I get there, and there's 14, 15 cars outside. And I said, I don't know what I done got myself into. I'm new in this city, and I don't know what's getting ready to happen up in here. So I go to the door, and I ring the doorbell. And the gentleman comes out, and he said, oh, Clara, come on in. So I go in, and he says, come on in, we're waiting for you. There was a dining room table that seats 25 sitting there waiting on me. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. I knew you would do it.
Really do it?
And they said, wait a minute.
No need to.
Before you try to tell us about life insurance, let me tell you about life insurance. I'm like, y'all got life insurance license or something? Because I went to school. And they said, no, but we want to tell you about it. And I said, okay, tell me about it. They said, wait, we buy $1 million worth of life insurance on our oldest family member. When our family member dies, we take half of the money and we buy a new Dunkin' Donut, BP gas station, 7-Eleven, White Hen Pantry, Subway to honor our family. Then we go down to the immigration department and we apply for 20, 30 visas. We have jobs. We ain't got no problem getting some visas. We then call across the ocean and we get 20, 30 of our family members to come here to the United States and run those businesses. Then you know what we do? We take the other $500,000 and we spread it among all of these 25 people around this table because they made the monthly payment. See, we come together for a cause. Then he said, you know what we do? We buy another million on the next oldest family member.
Wow.
He says, here's the lesson, Clara, and don't miss the lesson. Life insurance has created wealth in our families. We die, our family have millions of dollars. Your family die, you pay for a funeral, and that's all you got.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. So he says wealth comes from life insurance. And yet you buy just a little bit. When you die, he says, to my face, ain't nobody happy but the funeral man, because he's the only one getting paid. We're in the business where we help families, y'all. We're in a business where we save families financially. You're in an incredible company that will allow you to build a business as big as you can see it, as big as you can imagine, as big as your heart wants to build.
Yeah.
You are in a company that will allow you to be you. You don't have to act like anybody else. You get to be you.
That's right.
And you have an opportunity to build something so gigantic. And if folks are not laughing at your goals and your dreams are too small.
Come on.
Dream big in a company called Gemstar. Dream big and have an opportunity to reach big. And then as you dream it, don't just give enough for you. Give enough for your grandmama who didn't have a chance to learn this stuff.
Come on.
Give enough for your great-grandmama so that you can be the one that will change the family generations forever. That's what we do. We change families one generation at a time.
Come on.
Somebody is going to be wealthy because of you.
Wow.
Yes.
Somebody is going to live an incredible life because of you.
Yes.
Somebody is going to be a millionaire and they're right here in this room. You have to make a decision that I'm going to dream. And I'm going to dream big. But I'm going to work. And I'm going to work big. And I'm going to see a vision that is so incredible for me and my family that we can live an incredible life. I dare you to dream big. I dare you to see the bigness of this company. I dare you to put that plan on the table. You got incredible leaders like Steve. You got incredible leaders like Mark. You say you want to make it, I promise you they will sit with you and show you how to put that plan together that will change your family's life. God bless you.